has been updated. Please check it on the map. aircraft will go to the home point in 10 seconds.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
As I say, good afternoon and welcome to the Sunday edition of the Anguilla Football League. This afternoon, for the first game, we will see the first match of the day. We'll see the defending champions, the Roaring Lions, in the gold and black. They will be coming up against, the Enforcers here this afternoon. One of the team who would have prevented the Roaring Lions from three-peating, having won the league and the Champions League. They were knocked out and penalty kicks by the Enforcers, and so certainly sure that the Enforcers will definitely have something to say again in this match, and as well the Roaring Lions, they will certainly look to avenge their defeat last time they would have played the Enforcers. The Enforcers, they are playing in their traditional blue and white strips. The Roaring Lions in their gold and black, and as they are just getting themselves set, just getting the other preliminary things out of the way. The task has been taken, and it appears as if the Roaring Lions, not too sure where they will be kicking from as we await the team sheet.
The
Stadium,
Bluetooth device
and
is
this
ready to
match
pair.
sees the Roaring Lions versus the Police Enforcers. Again, I'm losing. If I'm here, I can get commentary. I think I lose the mic, so I'm not too sure whether it's a Bluetooth. Enforcers with the
Bluetooth
kick,
device is ready
having
to pair.
possession. Here is the captain, Sean. Passes there to, is that Sylvanus, but ball going into touch for a throw in there to the Rowan Lions. Yes. And there, see Marvin there with that soft pass, almost giving it away there. Here is Kieran on the right side. He passes it to Shamari. Shamari tries to find Screechy. Screechy beats the man, looks up and tries to get around the defender there, but there was the defense there for police coming and clearing. And it's a first corner kick to the Rowan Lions. So what I can tell you, we have quite a number of national players as well playing for the Rowan Lions. You can see the number 2 there in Jamal Richardson. I can see the number 3 there, Keon Lee. Here is the corner kick coming in, a shot coming there from Kaini Brooks Bell, the number 7. And here we see a clearance there again. Really, well, clearance, the ball held up nicely in the corner there, didn't go outside. And here the ball is with Marvin, number 22, in the central defense for the Rowan Lions. Passes to Shamari. Shamari find number 9 in Batik. Batik to Screechy. Oliver Walker, the number 11 player. Here is Shamari again. Here is Capel. That was Capel going to the byline and tripping, but over the head of Jamal there. And the ball is with the Rowan Lions. Is that Tafari there, number 4. He seems to be playing on the right side of defense. That's certainly an infringement there from number 17 in, and he appears as though he's going to be given the yellow card. Number 17, Batik there, and that's Bakari, just upending the forward movement of the player there in Sylvanus. So it's a free kick inside of the defensive third. All the 11 players for Lions, they are back defending as we see the wall is being set there by the goalkeeper, Kareem Burres. And it's Sylvanus, James, appears to be, well, he's over that one, maybe some 8 yards from the ball. Pretty long run up, really, for a free kick. And you can see Mason, he's in an offside position for sure. Here is the free kick, a wasted one it is. All that antics going by the wayside, not getting the direction as he would have liked. So Bakari will definitely have to be a little bit more circumspect with his challenges. He has to be very careful because he has been given that yellow card early. Here is Brooks Bell. Almost getting tangled up there with Keon. Here is Capel, the number 9 player for attackers. For Lions. Passes it to Jelly Richardson, who passes it forward to Tafari. Tafari tries to dribble inside, does good work, and it's certainly foul that almost looks like it was in the box, but just on the edge, just on the outside. One could have certainly been dangerous. That was Tafari just cutting in there and doing good work there, but upended there by the defender there for the enforcers, and certainly an opportunity here for the Rowan Lions with the free kick here, but that one could have been easily the in the box for a penalty, but very, very close, just about but about an inch from the free line. Here is a free kick, but poorly taken one as well from Capel, not getting any direction on it at all, not getting any height on it, but straight to the feel of the wall itself, and they were able to clear. Here is Isaac, but he's blocked there by Samari, and the ball is with Batik. He passes it to Tafari, who squares back all the way to the younger Batik, that's Bakari. Here is Kian Lady. Kian ball goes into touch, put out there by Aaron Sonson. So taken there by Tafari. Tries to find Capel, and a quick feet from Capel there, passes it to here is a true pass, trying to find Walker, but not getting onto it. So the teams are for the Enforcers. Number 2, Beanie Abbott. Number 1 is Lawford Brown, and he is in goal. Lawford Brown in goal. And here we see another infringement again. And is that Sylvanus again? It's as though Sylvanus has picked up a knock, so to speak. And paramedics, well, not paramedics, but physiotherapists been called onto the field. We know that Sylvanus has, in the previous tournament, got a knock and picked up a concussion. So certainly have to be very careful going forward. But players just been held up just a little bit for some attention to be had there by Sylvanus James in number 9. So the team is Benny Abbott, number 2, number 1 in goal. The coach, Lawford Brown, Sean Brown, number 16, Tyrese Burke, number 20. Number 19 is St. Teval Duke. Number 6, Lyndon Duncan. Number 10, the captain, Sean Isaac. Number 9, Sylvanus James. Number 15, Herb Lewis. Number 23, Hassan Mason. Number 12 is Aaron Sonson. That's the lineup for the Enforcers. And on the other side of the pitch, the the Rowan Lions see Bakari Batiste, the number 17, number 9, his dad, Capel Batiste, number 7, Kaini Bell Brooks, as we see the free kick coming in quickly and cleared away there. Here is Lions on the attack, trying to find, is that the youngster out there on the far end, but too heavy a touch and going into touch. So Shamari Bryan, the number 18 player, Kareem Burris, he's in goal. Number 22 is Marvin Erskine. Number 3 is Kian Lee. Number 2 is Jamal Richardson. Number 4, Tafari Smith. Number 11, Oliver Walker. Number 20, Kieran Warner. And number 4, well, the substitute is, I'll give you that later on. Throw taken quickly, but so throw taken quickly, but only to as far as the boot of Kieran, who squares to Kaini Bell Brooks, but the ball being put out there by the number 20 player there, defender there for the Police. That is Tyrese Burke. So it's a throw in to the Rowan Lions. We see the throw being taken. We may be some way into the probably 13th minute or so, because our score board was switched on a bit late, just before, maybe about 3-4 minutes just before after the start of our initial whistle, but we will certainly get the official time from the referees in charge of this match. That's Mr. Albert Burton. He's assisted by Trevor Rose and Corvin. You see, throw taken quickly, squeeze back there to Faris. Tafari put into trouble there by Capel, but however recovered well, and was able to pass it to Marvin. He squeezed all the way over to Bakari, Bakari, back receiving the pass back. He looks up and touches it to Kaini Bell. Kaini trying to dribble past one, loses out there to Centerval Duke, and it's an infringement there on the part of Bell Brooks, the number 7 player for Lions. So it's still 0-0 here. Early going in this game yet. Both teams are just trying to find their way and just to get themselves settled. It's the second match for both teams, and we are into the second week of the start of our season. A nice through ball there by Capel, picked up there by Oliver Walker, squeeze it back to Jelly, to Kian, who pushed it further to the left to Tafari. Tafari looks up, space to Capel, and return pass to Tafari. Does well to control, squares it back to Capel. Here's Capel, trying to dribble past one, but loses it, and diving there for all it was, not going to get that one for sure. Here is Keon Lee coming back and cleaning up, but that was Batik there, the number 9 player, old vet there, trying to at least see if he can outfox the referee, but Albert Burton right on it, not having it at all. Here is Lee, that's Richardson now, number 2, trying to get away from the player there in Isaac. It does so all the way back to number 17, Bakari Batik, who passes it to Kieran. Kieran looks up, squares to that Walker. Walker pulls back and goes down and is fouled there by the Burley Mason in defensive midfield. Just this is about 5 or 8 yards on the, that's on the right side. That's the left side of the 18 yards box there in defensive area for the enforcers. And it's a free kick. And to take this free kick will be Capel. Certainly want to do better with this one. Here the chip going up, not as well as he would have liked as well, but here comes the enforcers. That the player there in that's number 6 there in Poodle, loses out, cleared by Larson Brown, the goalkeeper. Only as far as the defense there for Lions. Lions on the attack again. Here is the man Oliver Walker, better known as Screechy. Shamari Kenchis looks up and trying to chip the ball further wide, only as far as the number 6 player there for the enforcers. Clears headed up. Ball is in the central defense there for the defense there for, and here is Police on the attack. Nice cross and almost an own goal there. That looks like Tafari. Really, it's not number 17 in Batik. Ball was quickly crossed by the number 10, the captain is Sean, and could have spelled danger both ways, because had Bakari not played that one, the man on the far post would have had an easy chance. And at the same time, had he missed, you see the corner coming in and going up. Good head there by Duke, but equal to the task is Burris in goal, collects nicely, and no harm there. Tosses it out to Shamari Brian, who squares to Bakari. He comes further to his left to Marvin. Marvin looks up, dribble inside. Might want to be a little bit careful with that one, and boots the ball upfield is Bakari. Cut out by Duke, but picked up there by Bell and Isaac, who's, here the kick coming out and headed away there by number 6. Shot coming by Centerval Duke. Good pull back there by Shamari, but clearing there again was Bakari, who needs to be just a little bit more settled. Just a hurry clearance, almost giving away a corner, but some good work there by Shamari Bryan, not allowing that one to go for a corner, cleared it for a throw-in there to the enforcers, deep into their attacking half. Number 6 is Lyndon Duncan. He's affectionately called Poodle. Lyndon Duncan there for the police. And so the scoreboard you're looking at, we said the 16th minute, but we might be well into the 19th minute. Here's a cross coming in there by the left back there for police, and that one going into touch. A goal kick there to the Rowan Lions. So it's still 0-0 in this affair here this afternoon. So Rowan Lions versus the enforcers. And the Walker being adjudged to be in an offside position. Doesn't look so from our vantage point here, but there's that Corbin over on that far side. You see kick coming through, partially cleared there. Here's Lee coming through with it. Walker not going to get onto that one. Here is Walker just almost winning it, but ball being pushed further to Brown. Here is the player there trying to clear. Marvin dribbling for all it was, losing it to number 9. Number 9 who tries to chip over onto the forward, but only as far as Kareem, who passes to Fari. Tafari looks up, find Batik, Capel Batik, the number 9 player. Squeeze all the way over to Kentish. Brian, sorry. And there's a 2 pass, I'm not too sure. Looking for the center forward and the person of, you see kick coming over. One there in defense by Roaring Lions. Lions controlling in midfield so far, but the police, they have looked a little bit threatening, especially when they are on the counter attack. Here is Lee picking up and getting away from number 10 there, but giving it away there to Mason. Mason passes to try to find the captain in number 10, Sean Isaac. And Isaac is carrying a heavy strapping on his right thigh and might be favoring it just a little bit. Not too sure how long he will go, but he has been managing so far. You see throw taken. And police going all the way back there to, you see a chip coming over, but Kareem will be equal to the task. Tosses it out quickly, a bit too quickly, I think. Certainly not a good toss there by Kareem at all. Throwing it out too quickly. They're not giving the speedy Sylvanus opportunity to play it. Almost looked like number 6 there was coming from an offside position, but is adjudged to be onside. One there by police. Here we see a rough play there by here is A true pass there from Bell trying to find Walker, but cut out there by the enforcers. Here is Kieran on the far right side. Dribbles past one. He's still trying to dribble, still trying to get inside, but loses out there to number 15. But Kentish picks up and squeezes back to Keon Lee. It's Lee with it. You going further left. Here is Capel. Here is Capel trying to find Jamal Richardson. Jamal picks up. And that's going to be a corner there to the Rowan Lions. But I thought that Richardson could have easily knocked that one back quickly to Marvin there so that he could have actually try and put a cross in, but waited and the ball was poked for a corner kick. So it's Rowan Lions 0, Enforcers 0 in what is keenly contested encounter. Here we see a corner kick coming, heads going up there, but not getting the direction as he would have liked. Marvin, the central defender there for Rowan Lions. And it's a goal kick to the Police. Here is Brown trying to boot the ball upfield. Cleared away there by Bakari, number 17. And it's a throw in there to the Enforcers. So far the game has been even, Steven. Both teams would have had their moments. And maybe one or two threatening chances. Here is number 9, James, but not getting away there from the defender and playing it into touch for a throw in there to the Lions, the Rowan Lions. The Rowan Lions, they are playing in the orange and black. The Enforcers, they are in the white and the blue. It's still 0-0, just the first half of this game here this afternoon. Here is Isaac trying to find a player there, but picked up there by the defense there, Marvin. Here is Marvin going down the line. Marvin is going down the line. Dribbles inside, but well cut out there by Aaron. Aaron is heavily challenged and could only put it into touch there. Beg your pardon. So it's a throw in there to the Rowan Lions. Appears as though they have made some shifting and adjustment there. There's a shot and goal from outside from Capel, but here's a shot and goal, but just going over the bar. Good effort there by the youngster in Kieran. They're the number 20 for Lions, picking that one up from a clearance and having a shot at goal, but that one going over the bar. The ball being played out. That's definitely going to be an infringement this time. And the Shamari, as I was saying, it appears as though that we have gone back to the central defense there in Batik and Tafari Smith. Yes, Marvin has been pushed on the wing side. Here we see it's kick being taken quickly, but one there by the Lions and ball being pushed for throw in there to the Rowan Lions. You see throw taken quickly. The ball is with Batik, who chips over to Kieran. And I am not sure what the Corbin is seeing over there, but that player was way behind the line. But so that's 2 offside we have seen called there by the linesman, the referee's assistant over on the far side. That he will definitely have a look at when they do the match reviews, because certainly didn't look so to me, but referee has called, and Brown is way out of his goal with no one in his goal area. That could have been some serious trouble. Yeah. Here is Richardson picking up. Here is Bell Brooks. Chipping, finding Batik. This could be dangerous. Batik trying to cut it back. Probably could have gone further to the byline and then try to screw it back, even crossing it from that position that he was in, trying to cut it back. Ball not getting the right bounce and pace that he would have liked. Cut out there by the police enforcers. Here is Lions again in good square pass there to Marvin, number 22, has an acre of space inside of him and just crossing it. Marvin had all the time in the world to take that ball further downfield and not doing so. Here is the pass coming through, but equal to the task is Tafari there, cutting out well. Yes, but you see it clear out here. Here is Batik. Good work there by Kian. And here's a true pass, but not, should have been a little bit more into, the idea was good, but the direction lacked the skill to really get it where he wanted it to. Had he got it a little more closer, that could have spelled trouble. And here we see Larson, the goalkeeper, on the line, just as if to say, well, I'm just going to kill the clock. Here is Burke, the number 20. He picks up, trying to find Mason. That's definitely not. That is certainly a cardable tackle, really, because that is certainly a cardable tackle. Lee could count himself fortunate because whether he would have touched the ball, that one could have been a very dangerous one. But referee Burton sees no problem, and here's the throw. Throw coming in, and James, who has been, in the wars with the defense for Lions, he has been getting quite a number of knocks as well. Maybe they would want to, not be so aggressive, especially when he is not actually under control of the ball. I think they're just pushing it just a little bit too much and committing the fouls as well. It probably would need to be a little bit more smarter. Here is Burke with the big kick over. And it's a good one, headed away there by Tafari. Good head there, good defending there by Tafari, heading it away only as far as the midfield there to Mason, who tries to find Mason. And there is Brooks just kicking it over. Not as fluent as can be is Rowan Lions here, having a bit of a trouble trying to string a number of passes together. So they will definitely need to settle down. And here is a poor clearance from Borges. Poor clearance from Borges, and almost put himself in trouble. Here is Richardson. Again, he turns back and had space in front, but turns back. But Borges will definitely need to be kicking that ball a lot further. It's not kicking the wall as well as clearing it as well as he should. Here is Brooks. Back to Keon. Nice dummy there by Capel, but Jelly not reading it at all. Nice dummy there by Capel, but Jelly not on the same page and allowing the defender to just come across and clear the ball. Here's the throw taken quickly. The ball is with Marvin now. Here is Marvin. Passes it to Capel, to Kian, and ball being put into touch for a throw in there. So Good game so far. Good game. Both teams trying to hold their own. The Lion, here is the pass coming over, but headed away there by Duke. And the ball is with Police as the Shamari Brian there challenging and traveling well. Here's Capel trying to find Screechy, but cut out there, but only as far as Brooks Bell. Here is Batik, a shot on goal, and Denzel just collecting on the second attempt and tosses it up, but only as far as Kieran. Here's Kieran. Nice one to pass there too. Here is Capel getting around Mason. Mason further forward. Here is Jelly. Here is Jelly. It's what they did. And it's a goal. So what I thought that Richardson had just thrown away the opportunity to make something of it because he was cutting back to his left and did so in an uncanny way and was able to get the chip on the pass across to Walker, who was at the far end and the far post there, all alone by himself, and had just the empty, well, not virtually the empty net, but because the keeper was a little to his right side and had all the gaping left side and did put it away smartly to the first goal for Lions. On the scoreboard, it says that goal would have been coming in the 31st minute, but it could well be maybe about the 35th because our clock could be a little bit behind time. But it's 1-0 in favor of the Rowan Lions, and so they have found themselves with the lead, and maybe they might look to settle themselves a little bit better and try to play a little bit more circumspect, as we know they are accustomed to. Here, the pass is all the way back to Safari, and Bakari will definitely need to handle that very quickly. Does so very well, and good composure there by Bakari. Out to Shamari. The ball is with Kian in center midfield. Here is Walker, the goal scorer. Some way a bit from his position. It gives it to Capel. Capel goes further to the right side to Kieran. Kieran trying to dribble past the player there, but not doing so as well as he would have liked. And ball going out for a corner kick. So is that a substitute there? Number 18 coming on for number 12. Number 18 coming on for number 12. So that's number 18 in the person of Alton Brooks. And he has coming for Aaron, who is carrying a knock, and most likely from that. And here's a missed pass. Here is a missed pass, and that easily could have been a goal, but that was laid on the plate there by Shamari. A bad pass there, and certainly sure that Sylvanus would want to have that one back. If he could have really have that one back, certainly he would want to be doing better with that. But a gift there from Shamari, not capitalizing. So here is the goal kick taken, and pass coming to Batik. Capel passes it to Walker. Walker looks inside, find Keon. Here is Walker looking up. Here is Walker, passes it to Brooks Bell. Here is the assist player in Jelly, trying to find Keon there, but cut out there by Centerville Duke, and it's a throw in there to the Rowan Lions. So just a little bit sloppiness at the back there by Shamari Bryan, and certainly sure he won't want to be repeating some things like that. Here is Capel pulling it back out and passes it to Lee. Lee here is Running out of space was Batik there, and the throw coming over kick quickly, but cut out there by Tafari. Quickly cutting out there by Tafari. You know that Sylvanus has good speed and good pace and good skill as well on the run, and so they'll want to keep him close. Here is a pass, and carrying Brian picks up and throws to Shamari Brian, carrying Burris, that is. Here is Shamari taking some time with it, passes it to Kieran. Kieran looking up and passing it to Kaini Bell. Here is Kaini. He's almost like as if he was running away from the ball. Luckily, he's given it back, and here's a cross coming over again, but too close to the keeper, who comes out and collects, tosses it to Sylvanus, number 9. One there by Marvin. Lee challenged there by Isaac. Passes to Bakari Batik, number 17. He's find Kieran on the right side. And no one is running. Kaini not picking that pass up, but certainly losing out there. Here is the enforcers. They're trying to build some passes now. Nice turn there by Isaac. Ball being pushed further field there by Mason to the number 16 player there. Here is the number 16 player getting around that Batik there, but good coverage there from Brian. It appears as if the player there in the number 16 is the number 6. The number is the number 18. Oh, sorry, number 15, Herb Lewis. Yes. See the goal kick taken quickly. Ball is with the Lions now. They're knocking it around in midfield. Here is Batik. Brian to Brooks Bell, but only as far as the boot of Duke. Passes it to Sylvanus, but Tafari, who's cutting out, and Tafari is really playing very well in defense. They are playing very well in defense. I'm cutting out. Here is Richardson trying to find Marvin and put into touch there by Sylvanus. Marvin will certainly need to tighten up on those passes as well. And it's a foul throw. Foul throw as we head our way to the dying moments of this first half. It's Roaring Lions 1, the Enforcers 0. And it's a foul throw again. So we have seen quite a number of foul throws in these games as well. So these players will definitely need to be given a crash course as to how to throw the football. Here's the big throw coming over there by Marvin. Headed away there by Tyrese Burke. It's Marvin again, further upfield. Here's the throw coming into, that's Walker to Capel, to Kaini. Not Kaini, sorry, to Keon. Here is the Marvin. They are almost playing out of touch, but not eventually doing so in the end. As the Enforcers players thought that the ball was outside. Here is a throw coming in. As far as Jelly, he's trying to chest control. Here is the Lions. Good pass back there by Capel. Here is Tafari. He looks up. Chips further forward, but skewed it just a little bit and loses out. And nice composure there by Tafari, heading back all the way to Borres, the goalkeeper. Here is Kaini. Brooks Bell coming further back in defense, collecting. Here is Walker. Heavy touch, but Walker picks up a lot quickly there. Here is Keon dribbling past one, dribbling past two, but almost over dribbling there and helped out there by number 9, Batik. Here is a good pass there by Keron, but not as hard as he would have liked, and cut out there by the defense. Here is headed away by Tafari. Again, Tafari across to avoid the danger by the enforcers. Capel loses out there, and here nice push around there by Duke, and who just swings inside, but Bakari coming forward and cutting out, finding Brooks Bell. Here is Capel chipping over, but no one is running onto the ball as well. Someone has to be running on to the ball. They're just waiting back. Here we see the big kick coming over. Tried to help on there was the player there in Sean Brooks, but only as far as Marvin. Keon to Marvin. Marvin to Capel. Here is Capel. Here is Capel. Trying to find Jelly. This could be easy trouble, and it's goal number 2. Goal number 2 coming unofficially in the 42nd minute. It was some nice build-up play there from the Marvin to Capel, then Capel scoring back to Jelly, who was speeding down the left side there. The goalkeeper Denzel coming out, but Jelly just getting the boot to that one to just poke it through the outstretched legs of Denzel there, and the ball rolling into the back of the net. After having chased by the defenders there, they could not get onto it, and it's 2-0 in favor of the Roaring Lions. Here we are into the second half. The first half, in the dying stages of the first half, and it's an infringement there on the player there. In the center circle, right in center field, as the referee is, trying to inquire, and it's been given a hand up. That is Lyndon Poodle Duncan, yes, the number 6 player. Yes. Still 2-0 in favor of the Roaring Lions, as the first half, that is coming to a close. You see Lyndon is just given some treatment there. Here you see the big kick coming over by Buck, cut out there by Batik, and that one will roll outside for throwing to the police. It's about 10 yards away from the center half. You see throw coming to Duke. He chips over, headed away by Shamari. Trying to find Kieran, but Kieran losing out there to the number 18 player there? Number 15, sorry, for police. Number 16, that is Sean Brown. Number 16, Sean Brown. Here we see the throw coming in. Heads going up. Duke trying to head the ball towards goal, and the ball going out for a goal kick there to the Roaring Lions. So it's the first match of a doubleheader for today. It's the Roaring Lions. They are at the moment in the lead. The enforcers, they will certainly want the halftime whistle to go so that they can get themselves together, regroup, and re-strategize what their plans are. In the meantime, it's a free kick taken quickly there by Capel to Kieran. Here is Kieran. Kieran looking up, crossing, but being blocked there, and it's a corner kick to the Roaring Lions. A corner kick to the Roaring Lions. You see the corner kick being pulled back towards the end of the 18 yards box, but only as far as the player there in James loses out there to Keon. Keon find Marvin, who was trying to find Jelly. Oh, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea, but not getting the direction as he would have liked. And the ball going into touch for throwing, as we see 2 minutes being put on the board. So 2 minutes being put on the board of play. So it's a throw coming in, but tripping up there was Marvin and the Sylvanus coming together. Here is Jelly. Dribbles past Brown well, very well. Here is Brooks Bell. Looks inside. Passes to Liddy. Liddy controls. Looks up. Pass one to Batik. Batik goes further wide to Kieran. Here's Kieran dribbling past one. Here's Kieran trying to square back to Walker. And there's a shot on goal, but blocked there by the number 2 in Benny. And eventually the linesman is saying that it's a goal kick there. I thought that ball came off of the enforcers trying to clear. So it's goal kick. We are into the first minute of stoppage time for this second half. Heads going up. 2 players coming together, Shamari and Bakari. Here we see the enforcers heading it over, and Karim is going to let that one roll all the way. He's going to at least try and kill the clock. Does picks the ball up now, tosses it out to Brian over there on the right side of defense, who passes to Kieran. Kieran looks up, finds Walker. Walker touched very heavily, but able to control. Passes to Batik. Here is Keon, and that's the end of the first half. At the end of the first half in this match, the Roaring Lions versus the Enforcers in the second, the first of 2 games this afternoon. We have seen goals coming from Walker and from the boot of Richardson to give a scoreline of 2-0 in favor of the Roaring Lions. We will go to a break and I'll be back with you in about 15 minutes time. Remember, we still got a big game that is coming up after this one, so you'd want to stick and stay to AI Live for live coverage of the Anguilla Football League Senior Division right here on in Rainbow City, Anguilla at the Raymond E. Gishard Stadium. Join us in 15 to 20 minutes. Good afternoon and welcome back once again to this first match, the first encounter here this afternoon of our doubleheader here at the Raymond E. Gishad Stadium. We've got the two teams playing in our first encounter. The Roaring Lions, the defending champions, coming up against the Enforcers, that is the the finalists for the knockout competition. They would have lost to the Ducks, and so we are into the second half of this encounter. Roaring Lions playing in the orange and black, the Enforcers playing in the blue and white. The Roaring Lions leading some 2-0 as I say good afternoon and welcome to the Voice of Choice, Millington.
Good afternoon to you, Tony, and to all our viewers. It is a pleasure being here with you. It is a sporting day in Angola, and so we are trying to be everywhere at the same time. But it's 2-0 with the Enforcers in deficit. And indeed, we would have been saying this from time and time again, that the Enforcers would have really had to come out with their A game, because it was the Enforcers who defeated the Royal Lions in a knockout last year and ended their journey to another title. And so the Lions would have come out here with something to prove to the Enforcers.
Yes, well, the game started off steadily, as here we see a free kick taken by Shamari, chipped over there, but cleared away by the defense, only as far as Keon. Here the ball is with Shamari again, trying to find Kieran, but that's not, he's not going to catch that one. As I was saying, the Enforcers started off pretty well. They had one or two opportunities as well, did not capitalize on them. But as soon as the Lions would have gotten their first goal, they would have found their footing and started to play as we accustomed of them to play here this afternoon.
Yes, and that would have been that they would have scored 2 goals in the last 10 minutes of play in the first half. Was kind of following the updates on the game. Been there at the Ashley Brooks and Sons 27th year road race, and Tony, it was a tremendous day down there.
I tried to peep in on some of the live feed that was coming through from the In Anguilla Live and Lloyd Live, and I could hear the commentary as well. Very well done. I'm not too sure who your fellow commentator were in terms of the lady that is. Here we see the ball is with the defense there, and Bakari try to find Shamari, tries to get around the player there, does so, and pushes there. It's Kieran to Kaini Bell, trying to pass the number 6 defender there, but loses out. Here is Isaac trying to chip it over, trying to find the boot of the unrushing Sylvanus, who is very fast, but Tafari is also equal equal to the task of speed as well, and winning it there, knocking it to the player there in Marvin, who squares to Keon. Keon comes further wide to Keon, a little bit upended there to Kieran. Kieran, that is, passes to Kaini Bell. Bell squeezes back to the Kieran there, and there's a clearance, and the ball is being cleared into touch. Tell him move from there. I can't stay there.
Tony, at the JRWP, as we see a show taken here. Before we go there, there's Fatia and goal, shot and goal in the 49th minute of play. In the 49th minute of play, it is Lions who makes it 3-0.
Yes, that was good work there. The goalkeeper came out and punched it, but not getting a heavy fish on it to punch it away. It was good understanding and good footballing sense there by Jermel Richardson, better known as Jelly. He picked it up, saw that the goalkeeper was out of and off his line, and just lobbed it into the far right-hand corner there for his second goal of the match and the Rowan Lions goal number 3.
Yes, good goal there by Lions coming back there, and it was looking at very close as an infringement against the goalkeeper, because when he went to punch the ball, he made contact with Walker before he got his hand to the ball. Nonetheless, Jelly finishing well, and Lions go one further away from the Enforcers, making it 3-0. Already, I'm seeing a difference in the defense of the Lions. The speed of the Lions defense has been enhanced with the return of the essential defender.
Yes, and one of the things that they do very well is that they possess the ball very well. Yes, they do give it away at times, but when they are on the go in knocking it, they knock it very well, and it can be very hard for teams, especially if they are leading. You would want to catch them when they are on the back foot, that is. If you give them an opportunity to go ahead, it can be a lot of trouble. Here we see Brian with it now. He passes it to Walker, one of the goal scorers in this match so far. Walker and Lee, good run there from Bell, though. Squeeze back to Bell, and Bell is certainly going to be offside.
Yes, it's going to be a goal kick. It's going to be a goal kick taken there now by the goalkeeper. And it's Lions who's going to go with it. Here is Bell. Bell crosses it, looking for Walker. It's not going to find Walker. Jelly is not going to get onto the end of it, and it's going to be a corner kick to the Enforcers. The defender there clearing over the goal line, and it's going to be a corner to Lions.
The Enforcers would want to be very careful here because they're looking very vulnerable at the back. Good idea there to cross it there by Bell, but Walker was a little bit too far away, and here is a corner kick coming over, heads going up, and there's an infringement there, and so it's a free kick there to the Enforcers. It's still 3-0. We're into the 53rd minute of play. So here is Lions and the attack again, and ball is still here is a cross, but eluding the boot there of Walker and the goalkeeper Larson picking up. Here is Sylvanus trying to beat the man there in Marvin, but cut out there. Here is Kieran, a heavy touch there, taking it into the number 15 player there, who just boots it outside with no sense of play there at all, just booting it outside as if he was actually leading by 3-0. Here is Batik. Batik trying to return the favor. There was Walker 1-2, but winning it there was Walker again, and chipping it over there to Kieran. Kieran controls, squeeze back to Walker.
Walker looks
back to Batik, and here's a shot and goal, but good build-up play there between Walker and Batik, Capel Batik there, and Walker having a left drive there at goal, just going sailing, just low past the right there of the goalkeeper in Denzel Millington.
Yes. There's going to be a substitution for both teams. And both teams are looking for fresh legs on the field. It is going to be Masimba Boyne who is going to enter the game. We will see Forhu and the man Spoonie. That's Vashon Hodge for Lions. We'll see who they will be replacing. Here goes Bell. He's not going to get to the end of this one. And Foos is picking it up. And we'll look to come out with it. It's Brown with it. Captain Isaac, look for Mason. Mason lands it wide on the right leg, gets back the favor, and he will lose it. He loses it. This is an attack on goal. Shot and goal wide.
Good.
He had an opportunity there, Tony. He had an opportunity. He could have at least touched the ball one more time and carry it closer, and if possible, draw the foul. If he was already in the box, he went for it at the far corner, and it went high. The substitution is going to come now.
The tempo is good, but I think the area in which he chose to shoot the ball was the wrong one, because unless maybe he was trying to just guide it into the far upright. I thought he should have put his laces onto the ball, onto the that ball, and get a better shot. So number 6 in Vashan Hodge coming on for Shamari Bryan, and Shamari coming out there, and Vashan going.
That is for the Lions, and for the Enforcers, Masimba Bowen replacing Louis. Yes, Harvey Louis.
Keon has gone into his regular left back position. Here's Marvin crossing, good cross, but Masimba right in action as he would have entered the field, clearing well. Here is Walker. There's a shot and goal, and is that Kieran looked as though he was just mauled there, and he's a very small man, and is that Buck, is a very big player, and
was it Brown who it seemed to be Brown?
Is it Brown?
Made a contact with him.
Yeah. He's picked up that knock after he would have already laid the ball off to Walker there. So
not spotted by the referee nor his assistant.
Yes, they have to definitely be a lot more sharper. And as we see, Kieran been given some treatment there by the physio. You started talking about the Farrington Super Sixers losing their first match to the Beamers.
Well, and they did. The Super Sixers going down today, asking to chase 165, and they were unable to do so. And the Beamers coming out. Well, they are now on equal points. And where do we go from here?
I think it should be net run rate.
Who
will be the top of the table, that is. But if those two teams with most likely certainly will meet into the tournament at the end of in the finals, that is, I'm certainly sure that match is going to be a real good encounter between the Farrington Super Sixers and the Beamers.
Yes,
because
sure
the Beamers, they have got some real vets, some good cricketing brains, and as we see Kieran coming up the field, I am almost certain that he is walking as if not so sure whether or not he will be able to continue. Like I said, he's a very, small player, diminutive and skillful, that is. Here we see the free kick being taken quickly. We are into the 59 minute of play. Still 3-0 in favor of the Roaring Lions here at the Raymond E. Gishard Stadium. The Roaring Lions won. Here is Hodge trying to close out St. Teval Duke as the player there is trying to knock it in the defense, but cut out there by Keon, number 18, Brooks. Look it up. Let's see. The ball's being squared all the way back over here to Marvin. Marvin going all the way back to Fari, it's that Boris who clears nicely. And here is Hodge, picks up, squares to Batty. Dribbling past one. Been challenged here by Mason. The ball been squared wide. And the number 18 defender over there in Brooks cleared and cleared well.
Yes, good job there by Brooks. Stocky figure, but moving well on his feet there. And so, Tony, I was drawing to your attention that the West Indies were closing in on not just a series win, but they were closing in on victory and has taken the series indeed 3 goals to the West Indies, winning by 5 wickets the last one, Bravo scoring 100. And what was good for West Indies is that they had a century run in every game.
Yeah, they would have played very consistently. Here is Lee dribbling past one, find number to Jamal, the goal scorer, squeeze back. That's Marvin, but almost like taking too long. That one could have been in the back of the net had it not been for the head of the defender. There's that Masimba Boyne who looking to at least play well for his team here. We see Sylvanus trying to get around the player there, but well defended there by Keon.
What we saw there, Tony, was that he was wondering, should I kick, should I not? Should I kick, should I not? And by the time he decided to take the shot, he was closed down.
Yes, and but the option there by Walker as well. Walker, I thought Walker saw the an area where he could just place the ball, but the defender there in Masimba Boynes, he was right there to head it away. Denzel would have had a lot of work to do if he had to if that ball had not met the head of Masimba Boyne.
Yes, the keeper was covering well, but whether or not he would have been able to get a hand to it and to keep it out of the back of the net, one would never know. Enforces with it, it's Mason. Ball cleared by Lions, and it's going to run close to the touchline. It's going to be picked up by the Enforcers. The number 2 there in the person of Abbott. Long ball forward. The defender is going to pick it up, and he's looking to get around him, man. Gets around Brong, looking for help, and ball is going to go out of touch, and it's going to be a throw into.
I think Tafari could have at least sent that one all the way back to Karim to just release the pressure a little bit, as opposed to dribbling past him. And he was successful in doing so, but in an attempt to pass to Marvin, hitting it too hard, ball going into touch. Here we see attackers trying to head away, trying to find the captain there, Sean, but the ball goes into touch, and it's a throw in there to the Lions.
And there's going to be another substitution. Enforcers is going to make one right now. It is Lions. And on the field now is there number 8 in the other person.
So Karen couldn't continue after that knock.
Could not continue. And so he has been substituted by the number 8, and he is...
Is that Calvin? Calvin has number 8, Calvin. Here is a player with immense potential, but, you know...
This could be trouble! And what an opportunity going back in there. What an opportunity. Only the goal to shoot at the goalkeeper was nowhere there, and opportunity going back in.
I think the effort was very good. I would give him E for effort there because
you gave him E for effort.
He saw the keeper was out the goal, but what happened is that
you are a teacher that I would love.
He did not. What happened? What made it a little bit more difficult for him to direct that shot on goal was that the bounce of the ball was very high, so he had to adjust himself to shoot, and here is
Tony. I think that is very, very easy marking. The ball didn't even go close to the net. The empty net was there. All he had to do, he didn't have to hit it with no power. He had to just place the ball. He went for power over placement, and that's why he got it. All the ball just shooting way over the top of the.
He had to go for power. One, he had to put some power in the shot. I'm saying the distance for where he was situated.
This is going to be an easy save for Boris. Tony, we are not going to see eye to eye on this one.
Direction
it is because you are a Lions man.
Not
and
it-
so you are going to mark it very easy, making it very easy. You are
It has nothing to do with
biased,
Lions.
Tony.
No,
It is
has
biased.
to do
You
with-
are biased.
It has to
It
do
is
with the
Vashon
dip-
Hodge losing out there to Mason, and it is Lions is going to pick it up. It's Jelly who's going to control it, gets it back to, gets it out of touch. It's going to be a throw-in to the enforcers.
Can you tell me how high the ball was? Where did it bounce? How high was the ball?
I am not
When-
getting into
No,
an
no,
argument
you
with
tr-
you.
no,
We
you-
are done, and that is done and
No,
dusted.
you trying
Tony, you're a Lions man.
discredit my assessment. And
No,
my
I am
analysis.
not doing that
I'm
at
trying
all.
to tell you that
I am not doing that at all.
effort-
This is a shot and goal. What an opportunity. What an effort that was. And he had to take it out of the V. What an effort from the distance out. And that was well placed.
And I call that not very good goalkeeping.
Well,
It was not very good goalkeeping at all.
the effort was spot on. Spot on. It was spot on. But
He don't need to be that far away from the goal. He has to make sure he has his markers in the box judged properly so that those opportunities would not be had from the enforcers as well. Here is Bell with it, trying to find Jelly, who looks very quick, but cut out there by number 2.
this is a good ball through. A true ball, and it is picked up there and knocked out of touch. And it's going to be a throw to enforcers.
Yes, there's a good opportunity there. That was a good opportunity there by the player there. I'm shooting that ball as well, noticing that Karim was off his line and almost catching him out of the goal. And luckily he was able to get back and tap that one outside. And here we see an infringement there on is that number 16? Yes, number 16, Brown it is. And Brown, it seems as though he's going to take the free kick. But what I noticed is that police is short of players. Do they have a bench? Because Isaac is carrying an injury and you can see he's laboring out there, but he has to stay.
They do have a bench. And there's another substitution there for Alliance. The man Walker is off, and the number 21, who is
that is
that's Mark Anthony Edwards. That's Edwards. Mark Anthony Edwards.
Mark, yes, better known as Mark
Edwards finds Mackenzie. Mackenzie looks up and finds the ball is with Lions.
Good pass by Capel.
Capel looking for the man Bell and was unable to find him. Boyens coming across the for enforcers and putting it out of touch. Cho is with the number 22 in the person of Marvin Skin. A tussle for the ball. It is Capel who picks it up, gives it to Marvin. Marvin, a shot, long shot out. And, on the top. Oh, well, look at that. Wasn't the ball out?
I think
Tony.
the ball seems as though it would have caught the inside of the post and was headed back towards the. It seems as though it touched the top of the crossbar and the upright.
That was out. Tony, the ball hit the back rail, the railing, and the upright on the back side and came back. I don't know how it came back, but it came back. It had to be from the netting that it came back. And what?
No, but
it looked almost impossible.
No.
But it will be good to see that on a replay.
it couldn't be out because when it came back in, it was heading towards the goal.
It was heading towards the goal.
headed towards
But
the goal.
if you notice where it came
couldn't be out.
from, it was on top of the net when the shot was struck.
it
And that
couldn't be.
is exactly what one of
No, it could not be out because if
enforcers players was saying to
the ball
the
could not
linesman.
come back this way and then go back towards the goal.
Well, it all ends well, Tony.
No way.
That would have been a controversial goal. I'm glad it didn't score.
Why do you think Denzel saved it? He was the closest person to it.
Indeed. He was the goalkeeper. He is the goalkeeper, and it was his duty to save it, and he did so likewise. Boyens with the ball for the Enforcers. 3-0 in the 70th minute of play. It is the Enforcers taking on Lions. Coming up at prime time, it is going to be the Ducks United taking on Kicks United. One is expecting nothing else than a good game here. Tony, that's a shot on goal. Blocked by Boyens. Edwards, shot on goal. Saved by the goalkeeper.
Good trying from Mark, but didn't get the velocity that he needed to cause any trouble to the goalkeeper.
Ball out of touch. It's going to be a throw into Lions. Throw taken quickly. It's Bell with the ball. Bell lands it off. It's Capel. Batties lands it wide to Mackenzie. Mackenzie doesn't control probably, but he gets it to Marvin. Marvin looks for, finds Hodge. Hodge runs it to run through, and that could have been dangerous for the Enforcers. Enforcers look to come away with it. Oh, that's a good through ball. That is a good ball. The chase is on. The chase is on. The chase is on. Marvin gets around one. Marvin there loses out. Here is Brong. Loses out to Mackenzie. Capel with the ball. Lions on the attack. Bell looks up. Gives it back to Batiste. Lands it wide on the right flank to Marvin. Right back. Who gets it, cuts it back into this middle field. Not good. Controlled by Mark Anthony at all. It's with Keon. Keon looks up. Gets it to Hodge. In the middle of the field. Hodge looks up. Control. Looking for Batiste. Can't find him. The ball has been knocked out of touch. And it's going to be a throw into Lions. 3-0 in the 73rd minute. Mackenzie picks it up. Knocked out of play by Enforcers. Throw taken. Heads going up. Mark Anthony was approaching there. Was crouching in. Didn't get a boot onto it. It's Batiste. Double team there. Batiste. He's going to lose out. Free kick, yes. Free kick.
Certainly an infringement there.
Against the Enforcers, it was Boyens and Boyens was called there for infringement. And this is a dangerous position for Batiste to have a free kick.
Yes, certainly if he executes it well, then it can be very, it can spell danger for the Enforcers. But so far he would have had 2 free kicks so far and has not executed them as well as he would have liked. So let's see on the third time of asking whether or not that will be different.
Batiste, free kick, shot and goal! Good save there by the keeper. A good save by Denzel. He was called into action and he came up trump for the Enforcers, and it's going to be a corner to Lions.
Yes, better effort this time. I'm searching for the far corner low, and you notice that he drove it low with the outside of the boot, and Denzel, the goalkeeper there, Larson, was equal to the task.
Corner, nice, easily dealt with. That's Isaac heading it out. So 3-0 to Lions. In favor of the Lions, it is Keanu. Ball across, ball cleared out. It's going to be a throw into Lions. 3-0 up the Lions. 3-0 West Indies over Sri Lanka.
Well, good showing on both ends. It's been a while since we have seen the West Indies dominant. They have probably won some series and so forth, but not comprehensively, and they have done so and so it's a good showing for the team.
Here is the Enforcers. It's Enforcers broken up there.
Must say Tafari has had a very good game in defense, looking very energetic and very swift. That is, cutting out and playing very well. So he has cut out a lot of passes, as I would want to believe, and so he has had a very good game there in defense for the Roaring Lions.
Here comes Mark Anthony with the ball. Shot and goal! Save! A follow-up shot. Oh, cleared by the Enforcers. Good tackle there. Good well-timed tackle. Because Battis was loading up to offload a shot. Here comes the Enforcers. It is the number 17 in the person of James Monix. Duke with the ball. Gives it to Brong. Brong looks for, and not sure who was looking for, but he gives it away to Hodge. It's Batiste with the ball. Number 9 drops it wide for Kian. Picks it up. Looking to get around his man. Does so well. Brong is going in there, and was that a clean tackle? It was. A good tackle there.
Yes, but Lee will have to.
Well, a man is down right in front of us here. A man is down.
Lee will certainly have to do better to get away from those tackles, you know?
No, that's not Sylvanus. Who's down here? It is.
Is that Mason?
No, it could be Mason. No, so we're not seeing Mason on the field, so it could be Mason. Mason. This is number 20.
Yeah.
That is the number 20 in Tyrese Burke. And he has been substituted. Jackson is going to replace him. It's Burke.
Another young player as well. You'd want to think that these players would be very fit and energetic, but has a good structure, good body, but maybe not putting in enough work to.
Tony, those 2 words doesn't come together anymore.
What 2 words?
Young and energetic doesn't come together anymore.
It says who?
Well, you have seen it before your very eyes.
Well, that's for him.
We have seen a number of our players that are so unfit. This one is Joel Wide of the Upright. Very, very unfit. We saw a Kicks team coming and playing the first game against Lions, and Lions just ran over them in the first half, and the game was decided in the first half. Well, Kicks very unfit. This evening, they are up against a Ducks United team who has a championship on their mind.
But I can tell you that Kicks might have something different to say about this game tonight, because I am certainly sure that they are going to come full flow versus the Ducks this evening. So I would not count them out at all.
I am certainly not counting them out. Here is Monix Jr. with the ball, lands it off to Sylvanus, looking for Brong, and he's making a run here. Sylvanus into the air, and that's a dive. That's a dive. His hand, he's saying that his hand's been injured, but
I think his ego has been shot a bit. But
medics has been summoned immediately.
I want to
well, 2 players are down.
Attempt two
players are down. There is a player for Lions that is down. A player for Lions is down. And that's a lot of injuries to deal with at the same time. Tyrese is down. Sylvanus is down. Tyrese has been helped to his bench. And who's down there for Lions? We wait to tell you.
Well, Marvin only has himself to blame, because here he picked up the ball, had every opportunity to find players who was around him, trying to dribble to 2 defenders, and was upended and actually losing the ball, and causes the counter-attack there by the enforcers. So Marvin will definitely need to be much more smarter than that, playing especially in the defensive position, and could cause himself some harm there. As he's been down for a very long time, and we know Marvin is generally a very fit, energetic guy, and so must have picked up quite a knock there, but only have himself to blame because there was no need to be dribbling through those the traffic of men, and in the process losing the ball and picking up an injury. And with Sylvanus, I just thought that Sylvanus
self-inflicted. Self-inflicted, you call it?
Self-inflicted.
I call it very much so. That was a dive, and at one time I thought that we were on the beach or somewhere in Shoal Bay.
And I think his was a little bit, his ego took a little bit of a knock there, because he had an opportunity to at least try to make Kareem save a shot, trying to dribble to get too close to the goal, and was challenged.
I am not sure if he wanted to shoot. I think what his intention was to draw a penalty, and so he got very, very close. At no time you saw him, because knowing Sylvanus, he had an opportunity to really pull the trigger. He didn't do so. He allowed the defender to get close to him.
But why would you try to play for a penalty when all you have in front of you is the goalkeeper and the goal?
So substitution is coming here. It is going to be the man Marvin. He's going to make way for the number 14 in Keon Woodley.
Yeah, Marvin has himself to blame for that, certainly, because he he had no need dribbling into the two men that was there when there was players around him to pass the ball. Needs to play it smart, especially in the latter stages of this game. You want to continue, and so you want to play a lot smarter than because the game can become very physical as well. And that's the reason why you see Batty Capel pulled out of the challenge in the box, because he could very well say, well, I can win it here.
And the ball has been knocked out of touch. It's going to be a train into the 82nd minute of play. It is Lions taking on Enforcers right here at the Raymond Igisha Technical Center. And your score line, it's 3-0 in favor of Lions.
And just in case if you're wondering who are the players on the outside of the outskirt of the field, those are the two teams who are getting themselves ready for the 7 o'clock encounter here this evening. Will be the Ducks United, and they will be coming up against the Kicks United. You know that Ducks lost to Kicks last year.
Well, Ducks will have something to say about that. Kicks United coming off of 4-1 jamming off from the first game against Lions. Lions, the league champions, the knockout champions being
good work there
Ducks
by
United.
Spoonie. Mark missing out, but
Oh, that's Batty. Ball to Woodley. Ball to the man, the central defender. Woodley picks it up. It's across to Batiste. Batiste looking to get around Boyens. He has both height and width to deal with, Mason and Boyens. And he still wins it. Is Lions. Lions with the ball. Long ball across. Searching for Anthony. Boyens winning the header. Sylvanus with the ball. Sylvanus. Oh, there's a foul going against Batiste. That is Bakari Batiste. It's going to be a free kick to the Enforcers. It's going to be taken there by Alton Brooks. Taken quickly. Mason with the ball. Mason, long ball into there. And Kareem is going to come up with an easy save. We start very quickly. It is with Woodley. Another, the best of a goal kick would have seen there by the enforcer goalkeeper. And here goes Lions with the ball. Lions. Sends it back to the defense. It's Bakari with it. Sends it across to his number 4, the person of Tafari. And sends it wider to Woodley. Woodley with the ball. Woodley sends Jelly, looking to send Jelly running, and Richardson was unable to get to the end of that one. Lions with the ball. It's Batiste. Long searching ball. He's not going to find a player. Ball is going to go out of touch, and it's going to be a throw in to the enforcers. Into the 86th minute of play. It's Lions 3, Enforcers 0. Coming up, Ducks United taking on Kicks United. We've seen a number of goals being scored so far, and we are just into the second weekend at Tony, and we have over 40 goals already in the tournament.
Yes, over 40 goals already in the tournament, and so we can't say we are short for goal. And it's the ball is outside.
Well, it was called outside. I'm not sure if that was a red card at all, because the ball never, from my vantage point, the ball dropped inside the line when it was kicked.
I'm trying to figure out if we're getting mixed up with the dotted lines there.
No, I'm not. The ball was on the field of play. Here's Silvanos. This one is out of touch, and it's going to be a throw in to Lions. Keanu Lee in the throw there. Here goes Silvanos. Has Keanu Lee to contend with. Gets around him. Get alongside him, not around him. He doesn't have help at all. He sends a long ball, seeing Alton Brooks approaching in the distance. Brooks with the ball, wide on the right flank. A tosser there for the ball, and it's been knocked out of touch by Woodley, and it's going to be a throw in to the enforcers. Woodley with the ball.
I think Isaac is doing himself a lot more harm than good trying to play all these matches for the police. He will not end up getting to contribute to helping the police if he continues to play with that injury constantly. That's not good at all.
Well, I had a talk with him, and he wanted to play this game. I'm not sure why he played the first game. That was against Salsa Ballers. And these are very early days in the competition, and so he could have afforded to forgo these 2 games at least, and look to get his leg in order. But he has to know best. Ball across. Boris is going to deal with this one very easily as we are into the 89th minute of play. And the enforcers looking to make a substitution here. Well, I'm not sure if... And is this going to be a card? It is going to be a card. He is going to be carded. He's going to be carded.
Yes, and I must say that the referee Albert Burton very consistent, because in the first half he would have given a card to Bakari Batik for the same identical play, that is, and so he is. I would give him credit for that, being very consistent, because it was a similar play as well, and Bakari did get the card early on in the Lions first half.
So very consistent in his execution of his duty. It is Betis. Takes the free kick very quickly. It is Bell who crosses it, and here, well, that was the head of the Mantafari across the face of net. Enforcers coming over with it. Well, it gives away to Lee. Well, Sylvanus loses out. It is Baptiste. Bell with it. Gives it to Baptiste. And Baptiste was a hopeful ball more than anything else.
He's expecting Bell to run around, but Bell obviously might be feeling the effects of the entire game, so don't have that energy to continue that run. You see miscontrol there by Calvin, but picked up there by Keon. Passes to Calvin, squeeze to...
So we are going to see
Bell.
4 added minutes. 4 added minutes to the time. We have had 90 minutes have come and gone, and we are now into injury time.
Yes, into injury time, and the Lions, they are large and in charge, 3-0. As you see, the ball is with Batik. It squares it back to Tafari, number 4, who is saying to the player they go further wide. Here is Kapel Batik. Picks up, squares to Jelly. Jelly squares back to Woodley. Woodley back to Tafari, who tries to find and does do so, find Jelly down the wing, but Jelly giving the ball away easily. Cut out there by Spoony. Good work there by Hodge. Here is Hodge. Squares to Capel, but only as far as the boot of that Masimba boy, who clears out. Duke tries to clear up and find Sean, who has not had a lot to say in this half at all. Had carrying that heavy strapping on his leg. But fighting it out, trying to fight it out, that is.
Yes, with just a minute plus to go, we could call this done and dusted. 2 minutes, sorry. It's 4 minutes extra time. We are into the 2nd minute of extra time. Tony, India coming back against England today.
Well, India, they're very good T20 team, has got quite a number of players as well. As you know, the IPL is the premier T20 tournament in the world, that is, amongst every other tournament. And so it was only a matter of time before we saw India bounce back from that loss.
Well, England won the first test and they lost the series very handsomely.
So are you saying they're going to lose the series handsomely again?
Well, not saying that India is a team I normally support. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that they're going to defeat England 4-1. There's a shot coming across. It is going to be well out of touch, and it's going to be a throw in. Oh no, it's well kept in there. Well. Good legs there by the man Mackenzie, but they lose out to Enforcers. Enforcers trying to counter here. It's with Monix. Monix lands it to Mason. Mason lands it to Sylvanus on the left flank. Sylvanus looking to get past Keon Lee. Very stubborn young man. Vashon Hodge picks it up and looking for Batiste. Finds him too. He threaded it well to Batiste. Batiste picks it up. He's looking for Mackenzie. They will not get past Jackson, who clears it. Mason picks it up and is flagged offside.
Good work there by Keon, shielding out the aggressive Sylvanus. And then we saw brilliantly pass ball there by Hodge. And is that an offside?
Offside going against Bell.
Okay. Into the final minute.
3-0. 3-0. Lions lead. It's a revenge here for Lions, having been beaten by the Enforcers last time they met, and that was last year in the knockout phase of the Digital Champions League, and now is indeed good comeback by Lions. That's the final whistle. That's the final whistle. Lions are being the victorious team here over the Enforcers, 3-0, Tony.
Yes, well, good game all round, but Lions, they'd certainly been the better team here this afternoon, scoring some 3 goals and not allowing the net of Kareem to be touched, and so they will feel very, very well done, and a good showing for the team as they take 2 wins out of 2, playing two of the bigger teams in the tournament, as we would say. They have gotten the 6 points so far and are looking to build, and we are certainly going to be up for the next match here at that would be in about 20 minutes or half an hour's time, and until then we will take you to our controls, and do join us in about 30 minutes time, maybe about 25 minutes, when we bring you the featured match for this evening. The Ducks United, they will be coming up against the Kicks United. You won't want to miss that. Until then, join us in a few minutes. Back to Master Control.